So there's going to come a time in your health journey, I can guarantee you it'll come maybe once, maybe multiple times, and you're going to be faced with a decision, all right? This one particular decision. Before I explain what the decision is and the repercussions, I want to just share a story that one of my mentors shared yesterday. And it had a huge impact on me, and it really got the cogs turning in my head. And you know, I related it back to what I'm going to be talking about in a sec. So the story was Dean, the guy, I believe it was his nephew, or it might have been his second, cousin nephew or something like that. But anyway, the guy was, I believe he was about 18. He had a girlfriend at the time. They lived in a small town community in America, and they were going for a drive, him and the girlfriend, and he made one decision that impacted his life and many, many other people's lives for the rest of their lives. And what that was he just made a dumb mistake. He was a young guy. He sped around a corner, crashed the car, and he killed his girlfriend. So as you can imagine, that one split second of a decision that he made affected her life, obviously, because her life's gone. It affected her family's life. He went into a deep depression after that. As I said, it was a small town that they lived in. He was taking medications because he couldn't deal with it. Then his the cousins of that girl were so angry with him that they saw him one day and they beat the crap out of him. And he went home and he shot himself. He found his dad's gun and he shot himself. And, it was just that one decision that affected his life. His life was gone. His girlfriend's life was gone. Her family's life. The cousins that beat him up, they were, they weren't expecting him to go and kill himself. That affected their lives, their families' lives. Even Dean, to a lesser extent, he was like, well, maybe I should have reached out. I knew that he was drinking a lot and he wasn't coping with it. That ripple effect of that one small decision affected so many different things and the trajectory of everything. And, obviously that's a very extreme story, but it just shows that butterfly effect of one, you drop a little pebble in the ocean and the ripple effect that happens, and it, causes, what do they say? It causes a tidal wave in the other side of the world or whatever. But what I'm relating it back to when it comes to health and fitness and your exercise journey is that there will come a point in time where you'll be faced with a decision where life gets overwhelming. It happens to all of us. Things get too busy. Maybe, your health starts to suffer. Family needs you. Whatever it is, and you'll be faced with a decision. Do I put my exercise and my health journey on the shelf for the moment and come back to it later so that I can deal with what I've got to deal with? And obviously, having, done what I do for, almost 2.5 decades now, I've seen this play out multiple times. And when I speak to people and they're like, look, I just need to stop for the moment and I'll come back to it, they never do. It's the fact. And it's not that they're lying. Like, the honest truth is, I can see it in their eyes when I'm speaking to them. They're like, I just need a break for a few months just to get on top of this. And in their mind, they believe that they will come back to it in a few months, in that state of mind that they're in right then. But the problem is that in a few months, they're not in that same frame of mind. They've lost their habit. They've forgotten how they were feeling, and they never come back to it. And I can guarantee you, we've got many, many clients that have trained for many years and been super consistent. I can guarantee you every one of them has been faced at one time with this decision. And the ripple effect of them not choosing to shelf their health and fitness and continue, whether it's, whether they reduce how much they're working out or committing to exercise, but they still kept with it. And the ripple effect is that will be affected in the last chapter of your life. The quality of your life. What you do now is it's an investment in your future health, your strength, your mental strength, your obviously your overall health and wellness and vitality, your mindset. Everything gets affected by this. What I'd like to leave with, because this is a group, we've got a community here, a fantastic community, and we've got people that are starting, we've got people that have trained for, more than 10, 15 years. We've got people at all different stages of the journey. And I think it would be really helpful, maybe if someone that's watching this that has been, with us for a number of years and potentially has gone through this, it would be amazing, I think, for everyone else that's maybe, a little bit earlier on in their journey, to hear your experience. If you could comment below and, just share your thoughts. So it's not just me, the exercise guy telling you, but, you can hear it from someone else, similar stage of life, similar age, maybe someone that you can sort of connect with and get a bit more meaning from.